All right, everybody, what is happening to Bitcoin? Well, of course, way back on February 5th, we had the big dump down to about $6,000. And then, everybody is super happy. Bitcoin is making its creep up. It went up to, about 11,800. And it was met with a whole bunch of selling pressure, which, to be completely honest, you've got people down here that bought a bunch at $6,000. Well, of course, they're going to try and double their money. So yeah, of course, we met a lot of selling pressure up under $12,000 because typically when you buy something at a certain price and you're thinking, oh, I want to double my money, usually you set that sell price a little bit lower than that target, right? That's just how the human mind works because they think, well, all these other people bought it at 6,000. They're just going to set their sell target at 12,000. So I'm going to set mine a little bit lower so my order fills before theirs does, or their order might not fill, and it didn't. In this particular case, topped out at 11,766. Those $12,000 orders didn't fill. Not a real big deal. Then, of course, we had a little bit of a reversal here and a bounce back up to about where it was. It topped out at about 11,700. Not quite 11,766, but pretty close. And then we see another dump here. So this doesn't follow too many different charting patterns, but what I can say is that we're definitely trading within a channel. We've got a definite channel here, the upper channel, and then we've got the lower channel that is currently being traded. But the most important thing here to notice is a lot of the different cryptocurrencies are doing what we call a bump and run reversal. And basically, what we're seeing like a 30% trend going up. And of course, that can't last forever. And then here at the very end, you see a spike. And usually that spike gets closer to a 60% spike. But you're going to see a run up. And then basically, at that point, that's when things are going to start coming down, and we hit the bottom right around $9,300. And then following these fib retracement lines, you can see we're hitting these all over the place, textbook style. And we topped out again, and now we went down to that first fib line. I'm just going to go ahead and zoom in here so we can sort of take a close look. The green fib lines are from the current run, and the ones that are gray in the background are more for the long term trends. But you can see we went above this and kind of bounced on it a couple times and fell through. We bounced underneath it. We went up, and we went finally and kind of tried to hit that top level again. We didn't quite make it. Came down. We started bouncing, and you can really tell that there's a lot of selling and buying that's happening at this line. And then finally, the support just broke through and said, you know what, I give up. And it was just like all the way down to this next line, and we're bouncing around here again. Then, well, what happened? You can tell we just barely touched that, or almost touched that fib retracement line. And there is a potential that we might break this again. You can tell there's a lot of downward pressure, and there's a good chance that we might break through and go back down to 11,000, or sorry, $10,200. So these next moments are going to be paramount. So my suggestion is, if we break this level, sell. Sell at 10,500 if it gets down to that level. And if you happen to be out and you're looking to buy in, I wouldn't make a purchase at least until Bitcoin gets back up to this level up here. I would not open a trade until it at least gets up past $11,250 again. So for me, this area right here is a no trade zone. I would not make any trades in this area unless you are looking to short and you feel confident about that short, because this could go back up, but it's looking like we're going to continue to go down a little bit. And this chart surprisingly looks very similar to what the Ripple chart looked like just a day or so ago. So you saw the big bounce up, and then you saw a huge reversal, but it just kept going, and it kept going basically down until you got to that first level. I'd be surprised if we saw $9,500 in the next day, but you never know. So that is my current analysis on Bitcoin at the time. Feel free to send me your comments. Let me know what you think. Have a fantastic rest of your day, everybody.